Hey Saggy, Ali from Indigo Ascension. Welcome to your weekly quick read for the week beginning the 2nd of November through to the 8th. My, how the year has flown. Okay, this week is very much a balancing week, okay? We get time to take a breath, take a look at the view as far as how much we have learned, grown, how much more we are yet to align with the inner callings of soul, okay? Mercury goes direct in Libra, yes, which is fantastic. But as I've mentioned before, what if all this kerfuffle around Mercury retrograde being such a bad thing is simply because our society has never truly taught us to authentically nurture our authentic expression of self, the truth, not wearing a mask, yeah? Speaking up for self, putting down boundaries. Maybe that's when this archetype of Mercury comes through as a retrograde energy to bring us back to what we deeply know, to what we've known in the past lives, whatever. It creates this clashing inside us because we know we desire to move forward, to travel forward, to express self, to express divine creativity, yeah? Something to think about. Happens 3 times a year. 3 is the energy of creation. 3 is the energy of communication. What needs to be creatively changed when it comes to how we all communicate. Alrighty, so it's a quiet week in that regard. Next week powers up that energy again with some significant planetary movements, which only will serve to get us out of this this shadow work that we've been processing through October. That full moon on the 31st was the tipping point. It was a release. Hence, this week is very much symbolic of being that period where it's the sigh after the cry. The opportunity to have a think about what sort of came out as a reaction rather than a response. So take it however it resonates. At the most very practical levels, it's a great time to take time to self, all right? Very big advocate of mental health days, calling in sick when you need to, taking time to rest, taking a weekend away, all right? Getting a massage, whatever works for you guys. All right, Saggy, underneath the deck, you have intuition. What I'm going to do is have a look at some messages, inspirational messages that can help you better understand perhaps what you've been integrating, whether it's this month, this week, this retrograde season. Intuition has taken on another level, okay? I feel like I'm connecting to many Saggies that have processed a lot. You guys did activate the South Node, okay, this year. You'll be doing that for the next 2 years. Speak to a Capricorn about the value of working with the South Node. It is essential. And it will be this ever-present energy that will continue to push at you to resolve the past in one way or another so that you can authentically move forward to that higher view, to that higher knowing, surpassing all the blocks you've ever come across. That is the greatest potential. Does it mean it'll be taken? No. Everyone has their free will in choosing, but that is the gift that is presented to you guys as you take the position of the South Node, because Gemini's in the North Node, okay? The South Node's all about our past, what we've known, the skills and abilities we've had in past lives, the healing that has to happen in the past life of this life, yeah? How it has affected patterning, connection, intimacy, belief, perception, whatever the case may be. Massive, massive healing times for many Sagittarians. If you haven't already activated that, you will know how that is unique for you, okay? There is an upgrade to your intuition. You can't ignore this thing anymore. There's some beautiful source energy coming through for you guys as far as inspiration. And guys, I'm always going to be the practical realist when it comes to ascension and awakening stuff, okay? We can ascend and transform as much as we like, but we have to descend first. Descending means to go to the depths, to go to the shadows. It is how we got here. We descended from a higher vibration. We incarnated and birthed into this life. We must get to the core of that blueprint to better understand the purpose of this incarnation, this experience, this challenge that's happened. Get to the core of why I believe that, why I fear that. Take it however it resonates. Intuition is promised to have an upgrade of some sort thanks to this newfound connection with Source, okay? The rainbow dragon has shown up. How mystical and beautiful. There's a lot of ancient, you know, obviously, you know, connected into the Aboriginal people of Australia, but there's so much ancient knowledge here when the rainbow dragon shows up. It's a high vibrational frequency. I interpret this card as sun codes as well, so I'm highly going to suggest you spend time under the sun. What does that mean? Essentially, the sun and everything is like us, is transforming. If you take a photo of sunlight, guys, you will notice the coding that does come through. You literally can see it now, whereas intuitives were only able to pick up on it, feel it on a sensory level, okay? There's now evidence of it literally happening in real time. So connecting to the sun, early morning sun, late afternoon sun, no different to what the animals do. They know that it is a refueling source, because without the sun, there wouldn't be any life on Earth, would there? I'm even going to say connecting to your dreams. Journal. There's some powerful messages coming through here. When the rainbow dragon presents, there is healing across the board, across all levels of being, across the timeline. Okay, not just this lifetime, but all. There's a deep karmic healing here. So in that regard, then perhaps many Sagittarians will feel the need to retreat. That could quite simply mean, you know, life's been a little bit hectic lately. Life's been, I'm just listening to the mama bird, maybe her babies. I've got a little family of babies, and the parents, these parent birds, I'm just trying to think of what they're called. They're called plovers. Sounds like something might be wrong with them. She wouldn't usually yell like that unless there was a threat. Okay. Retreat from what is hectic, what is noisy, even the interruption of the bird, okay? And children, maybe you need some time away from your children, Saggy. Take it however it resonates. The retreat card falls at the center of your reading, so it's time to go into temple, okay? Whether that is a meditation, whether that's just a day to yourself, whether that's an afternoon to yourself, there's something here about some deep value to release the stresses, okay? So if you have been purifying, if you have been going through some deep healing, I'm even going to say just the hecticness as well, purify that, okay, by going into retreat, by going on retreat, taking time to self. I already mentioned it at the start of the video, you know, I'm a big advocate of taking time to self and refueling, all right? Sometimes we're so busy taking care of everyone else, you know, the family, whatever the case may be, our responsibilities in our jobs, our career, our businesses, that there really is no time to cry. And that was... It's not just the emotional body that was purifying at that full moon in Taurus. It was the energy body, the physical body. Like, we're literally many are feeling that we're quite depleted, yeah? There's been this massive buildup of energy, and this density must be cleared one way or another. So if you haven't felt that release on some level, and you're finding yourself nitpicking, if you're finding yourself snapping back, that energy is still sort of sitting there within, desiring to be released. So taking time to self, and, you know, watching a sad movie, whatever the case may be. We're in retrograde season, so, you know, being drawn to the past is natural, but there's something here that I feel for some Sagittarians need to be, like, once it's out, and it could even be like when you explode in anger and then it all just comes down in tears, and, you know, brick wall after brick wall of challenges, whatever the case may be, and then it's like, it's gone. And there's this purification, there's this upgrade that's happening to intuition. It strengthens the connection to source, to higher self, to this ancient healing that's just trying to make its way to you. I don't know how else to explain this, but we will use the tarot to finalize, to create some sort of practical definition about where this might be in relation to. But there's some strong, you know, inspiration that can be gained from taking time to retreat, to self, to purify the excess. Okay, effective energy management always. Alrighty, let's have a look, my lovely Sachi. Might be in relation to an air sign, okay? So Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, it might be those seasons that are relevant, all right? As you can, like, what did Libra season teach you is what I do want to say. There's something here. Perhaps you're feeling like your new beginning can't start, your purification, your time can't start because there's too much to do. You're very much in your head, you're very much in this thinking mind, and if you're needing clarity, it's the mind body, the thought body that needs to be purified here. There's another way in which to view this thing, this challenge, this current chapter of your life. Rather than researching, waiting, watching, even looking up prices for holidays, I feel like it's time to act, like manifest it, bring it forward. It's time to take this journey, because I feel like I'm connecting to Sagittarians that you know it's there. It's right there, but maybe you're focused on the details here. Maybe you're having to do the eat, sleep, repeat routine. Maybe you're still having to nut out this thing, this chapter, this challenge, this, if I only just get this done first, then I can focus on that, is what I'm feeling. Now, I'm going to say, is there another way in which to do this thing? i.e. by looking at it differently. Do you have to wait until that thing is completed before you take time to self? Because I think by taking time to self, refueling self, topping up your own cup, it actually accelerates the finish line faster. If you're currently going through processes that feel like heartbreak, that feel like you are being fueled by the disappointments and the betrayals of the past on some level, how are you breaking your own heart? Who is influenced by heartbreak? Maybe you're absorbing energy from another person. Take it however it resonates. Why did I turn that one upside down? The 10 of Cups upside down. Emotional fulfillment got flipped on the head. Okay, so this is a family situation, redefining emotional fulfillment, something within the family, something within a key relationship. There's a reignition here, or a desire to reignite the fire again. Okay, so that could be in an existing relationship, a long-term marriage. That could be a desire to start a family even, for some of you guys. You know what, Saggy? I'm going to say you're very clear in your own mind about what should be done, how things must go. But I'm also going to say I'm connecting to Sagittarians that are actually looking at alternative ways. And it's like a slow and easing of the process of adapting a new perception. I feel like I'm connecting to Sagittarians that are struggling with authentically integrating a brand new perception so that you could recreate your home life, your family life, your experience of love and emotional fulfillment. Something here needs to be purified, not just in the emotional body, but I feel it's through the mind. Once that shifts, it's then the tears flow, then the healing happens, then that energy is purified from your being, and then you manifest this higher ideal. And you know what? This manifestation could be anything. It could be that ideal life, that future version of yourself, that ideal relationship, or the relationship getting to that stage. Take it however it resonates, like that career, that business. Like there's a block here that I'm feeling that is shaped by the past, shaped by heartbreak of the past. You're very fixed in your mind about how you perceive it and what can and can't be done. You deeply desire clarity. But before, like, you can feel it. You can feel that vision that I said, that future version of yourself, the future reality. You can feel it. But something here must be, and I'm just getting a headache now. It is a perception shift that has to change. And once you sort of step into that purification, watch how there is genuine ignition of something completely new, a new way to feel about this, a new way to experience this relationship, love, life, home life, a brand new beginning then. If you're closing massive chapters in one way or another, I highly recommend releasing on every single level, energetically release on every single level. All right, that's a bit of a long one, Saggy, 13 minutes. That was your quick read for the week. Hope you got something out of that, my friend. That was a general reading, so if you wanted a personal one, please do go ahead and check out the link above to the shop, the Indigo Ascension shop, where you can book a reading with me online. Until next week, friend, take care.